Alrighty folks, welcome back to Fallout 3. I'm going to do a little side quest here today. I've not discovered it yet, but I've done it previously. It's called Oasis, if you hadn't guessed from the title. So I wasn't far off from my guess. If you want to be roughly where I was there, you'll come in from the west, I assume, because it's just around about here. So you can count these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 9 kind of squares. And you should see, that's kind of roughly what you'll see behind you, or around about you, big bridge. And you should see this little kind of canyon bit you can go up it. And there's grass and stuff you don't usually see. It's slightly green. So you head up the path. And then you get greeted with this, a bush, more bushes, more green, and then you see these guys and a big tree.
Outsider, you have arrived. Please come closer. I have something of the utmost urgency to speak to you about. Do hurry. He doesn't like to be kept waiting.
So yeah, that guy will speak to you. So simply.
I'm so glad you're here. It's been a while since anyone's visited us, and he's been waiting for someone like yourself to arrive. If you wouldn't mind following me, I'll bring you right to him. I'm sorry. In my excitement, I got ahead of myself. I'm Tree Father Birch, and I have the great fortune of being leader of his people, the Tree Minders. Beyond that gate is our home, Oasis. Why, he is, of course. If you'll just follow me to the pavilion, all will be explained. Excellent. Please follow me. All will be explained soon.
Okay. So follow Tree Father Birch. Into the woodland of the Oasis, I think that was called. Happies.
Welcome, outsider. Welcome to Oasis.
So yes, this is certainly something you're not used to. Bird song and all.
You have no idea how overjoyed I am to see you. Normally, outsiders are forbidden inside Oasis, but he has made an exception. No, I suppose you haven't. In fact, few who live outside of Oasis have. Everything you see around you, from the tallest tree to the smallest blade of grass, is a gift from him. He's no mere god, my friend. He is the one who grows, he is the one who gives, and he is the one who guides. Thanks to him, the Tree Minders have a home. I would have preferred that he made the introduction, but I understand your hesitation. The Great One is a god tree. A living, breathing, speaking god tree.
Right.
The Tree Minders are blessed to have this being watch over us. We care for this place and keep it safe from those who would seek to exploit it. He gives to us, so we give back to him. It's an arrangement that's worked well for almost 2 decades. We shun technology and embrace nature. That's the life of a tree minder. The wasteland is a hostile place, and sometimes we're forced to defend ourselves against it. If that means fighting with manufactured weapons, then so be it. Had he not asked to see you, you never would have gotten this close to the gates. Yes, indeed it does. Sorry, I don't speak to outsiders very often, and I tend to get lost in conversation. As you approached Oasis, he said you were coming, and I was sent out to meet you personally with a request. He wishes to meet with you. You'd be the first outsider to do so in a very long time. Yes, person. To meet him, you must undergo the ceremony of purification. Once that's complete, you'll be able to speak to him. Whenever you're ready, we may begin.
Right, okay, what's it involved?
It's simple, really. You drink the sap from the basin here in the pavilion. The sap will purify your mind and body of anything harmful that could possibly hurt him.
It's gonna give me the
I
shits.
assure you, nothing harmful will happen to you. Very good. Take your place in front of the basin, and let's begin.
Hiccup. Activate basin of purification. Oh, can't use it yet.
As soon as the rest of the tree minders are in place, when you are ready, drink from the basin.
Whoa, acid
We will
trip,
now
man.
recite the blessing to ward off any harm the outsider may be carrying before he proceeds to the grove.
I bid you depart, agents of destruction, through the power of his divine will.
Leave our homes and bodies immediately. Live no longer in them, but pass over into places where you can harm no one.
In the name of his frondescence, I call his wrath upon you, so that wherever you may go, you bear it with you.
And, diminishing from day to day, you may disappear, except where you serve the health and good purposes of mankind. May no trace of you be found.
All this, may he be so good as to grant us, who is to come to judge the living and the dead, and the world by his verdure.
Amen. Soon, you will pass peacefully into sleep, outsider. And when you awake, you will witness his glory firsthand.
So we pass out from the acid trip. And we're in the grove. So that's that complete. So you can see everything's green as fuck. The water has radiation in it though. Good enough. But this is what we're going over to. This big guy here.
Glad to see you're finally awake. I can't believe they made you do that stupid ceremony. They listen when I talk, but they don't hear. You know what I mean?
So for those of you who played the original Fallout's made by Black Isle Black Isle Studios and Interplay, you should recognise this guy.
I wish I was too. Then me and Herbert could be the best of friends and live side by side. He's the tree, see? We're old pals, the best of buddies, and we know each other, inside and out. Literally. Well, his name's really Bob. I think it's funny to call him Herbert, but I don't think he thinks it's that funny. Well, You're quite clever. See, Bob used to ride around on top of my head. Sunk his roots right in there, you know. Well, eventually he got bigger than me, and then I pretty much ended up inside. It was a long time ago. I tend to lose track. I was exploring some sort of a military base with some other people. I think it was called Mariposa. Mariposa. We were pretty deep inside and we found some weird vats of this nasty green goo.
FEV virus.
Right when we were about to leave, I
FEV.
think we were attacked.
Stuff that makes people into super mutants.
Last thing I remember before blacking out was something knocking my friend into the stuff. You have no idea how glad I am to hear that. Or we're glad to hear that. Me and Bob. I had you brought in here to ask a very simple favor. Would you please kill me?
That's where it gets dark. Kind of dark.
Completely serious. You'd be doing me a favor. You see, I've been stuck here for over 2 decades now. Rooted right into the ground. The only friends I've got are Bob and those weirdos out there who think I'm a god. Oh, no, don't worry about them. When you decide to go down there, I'll have a little chat with Birch and the rest of the gang. They usually don't understand a word I say, but I'll make them come around.
Right.
How to put this? I've been feeling rather spread out lately. I think Bob's kinda shoved my insides around some. It's hard to tell where everything is, but it's always that way with one's insides, isn't it? Anyway, I believe Bob's carried some of my organs into his root system. I want you to go underground and destroy my heart. Of all the wastelanders I had to bump into, it has to be one with a conscience. Let's keep it an open invitation then. I don't want to wait until the next person visits. It could be years. Just think about it, okay? No, no. Herbert is the tree. Bob is his real name, but I call him Herbert because I think it's pretty funny. But I'm still in here too. What's left of me? The name's Harold.
I don't know how he lives, how he eats and drinks and stuff.
Look, Herbert. Oh, no, 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 no. Fire would be too painful for me and poor old Bob. You keep that stuff away from us. The heart would be just fine, and I won't feel a thing. Yeah, I'll leave it to good old Bob to get me stuck above some caves. Now, my dang feet are cold. I think the best way for you to get down there would be to get the key from the one those loonies call Cypress. There's supposed to be some old gate or something back in the other grove. Sometimes I feel stuff tickling me, but I think that's just Bob getting back at me for all the times I called him Herbert.
Right, okay.
Oh. I've been literally rooted to this spot, thanks to Bob, for maybe 20 or 30 years. I can't even remember anymore. Can you imagine being stuck in one place for that long? Not being able to eat, or to read, or to sleep, or anything? In the meantime, I have these tree minders bothering me every day about things I don't even care about. And I can't stand it anymore. I've tried to stay happy, really, I have. Bloomseer Poplar thinks I'll live for hundreds of years, maybe even more. Can you imagine that? Stuck here for centuries? I can't do it. I just want to be alone. Just me and Bob until the end. When I saw you coming towards Oasis, I thought I felt that you'd understand me. I guess I was wrong. Maybe I'm just losing my mind from all this boredom, but I swear if I try, I can see all around me. Like my eyes are in every leaf, on every tree. I think it's making Bob kinda jealous, 'cause he was the first tree in my life. And, all that.
Right.
It's kinda embarrassing, really. Once a year, Bob decides he's gonna go ahead and start growing these weird pods filled with tiny seeds. Well, all it takes is a good wind and the seeds just fly everywhere. I call them Herbert's seeds. He hates that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I guess me and Bob will see you again soon.
In fact... Okay. So, let's see where we're at so far. Enter the caves below and destroy his heart, or kill Harold by burning him. We don't want to do the burning one because that's quite bad for karma. We'll go over here, a wee conversation over here. Or we should be.
And I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong. Why else would he have called for an outsider's assistance?
The outsider is here to deliver us from our enemies, to keep this place safely locked away from the wasteland, not to exploit us.
How can we preach about peace when all you want to do is keep his gift all to ourselves? That's not what he would want.
If we allow the spread of this miracle to continue, we're putting him in jeopardy. I can't allow that. I won't allow it.
Once again, my husband, we are at an impasse. I suggest we speak to the outsider.
Agreed. Why else would the outsider have been allowed into the grove? Perhaps it's a test. Yes, that must be it. I know why you're here, and despite what my wife thinks, I know you'll do what's best for Oasis. After all, he chose you, and he would never want to put us in harm's way. Oh, he's testing you now, just like he tested us. He wants to see if your faith is strong by spinning these incredible stories. Who else but a god could produce all of this? Don't worry, you'll soon see things as I do. The Great One does tend to speak in riddles, but if that is his way, then so be it. My talks with him have become quite puzzling of late. I think he's beginning to fear his future. The Great One's influence is growing, and soon it will break free of the confines of this secluded vale. We can't allow Oasis to call attention to itself like that. It would be the end of him.
Right?
If the same sap that you drank to purify yourself could be applied to his heart, it should stop the spread. I can promise you no harm would come to him. That's all I ask of you, outsider. Nothing more, nothing less.
So, there's his option.
I love Birch, but sometimes I think he doesn't see the big picture. The spreading of his influence is not a curse. It's a great miracle. A benefit meant for the entire wasteland. Of course we do. He yearns to share his miracles with the whole world, to give the gift of life back to the dead wasteland. It's upsetting him to no end, but Birch can't see the pain it's causing. But now that you're here, I have a feeling the winds are about to change. I heard what my husband wanted you to do. What I propose is an alternative. The same person that created the sap also created this liniment. If you can reach his heart, it will assist him in making his influence increase. Instead of centuries, the wasteland will become green in mere decades. Just imagine how glorious that would be.
So there's hers.
So you're the outsider, huh? You seem nice to me. My parents told me never to go past the old gate. There are monsters in there. They're the best parents ever.
Let's fire through that. Use this.
Aw, I never knew an outsider could be scared of anything. Harold told me that he's scared of fire. If fire ever got on him, it would burn him and Bob until they were all gone. That's why we keep the fires far away from him.
Branch Tender Cypress at your service. Welcome to our little home. Sure. Here you go. Good luck to you.
That was easy.
I try.
Okay, so there should be Mirelurks in here. Of course, Radroach. I'm not going to bother with the Radroach because it's just pointless. There should be a few different types of Mirelurk. Just get this. I'm just going to let him turn around. Okay. So depending on your level, you'll get the Mirelurk King, like me. So we're going to let these guys get, oh yeah, I forgot they could do that. Shit, I'm stuck. Ooh, hello there, big guy. Have some of that. It's quite a lucky hit, that, wasn't it? Right, so let's continue on. And I evidently can't go up. Alright, they need to go underwater. Fair enough. I missed it. I'll use VATS just because I can, basically. Sunken chambers. Lawnmower. Ooh, that I just choked. Just caught my health there. This gun is exquisite. Should reload it though. And I don't have much ammo left. It's got a really high kind of critical hit ratio. And you can hear his heart. Ah, melted that fucker. So folks, the simple way to work this is, you can activate it by, you can destroy it by doing it through there, or you can shoot it or whatever. So yeah, there's your options. You can apply the sap to stop his growth, you can apply the liniment to accelerate it, or just destroy it outright. Now I think that the wasteland needs to see all the grass and the green and all the greenery kind of back again. It's just unfortunate. I mean, you would want to really kill the guy because he has stuff in place, but all those people will do this. So I think it's how it actually speeds up. Let's have a wee look about. Who knows it? So I will head back and I'll skip it all in the video. Oh, I went the wrong way. Evidently so. So I'll skip it and I'll see you back there shortly. Right folks, so we're back. So let's go speak to some folks. About Harold. Well, I'm assuming we're going to speak to Harold first. Tell him our reasons. Oh well, speak to
Something here
Laurel.
is different. I can feel it. You've done a great deed this day, my friend. The gifts the Great One has bestowed upon us will now take mere decades to breach the confines of Oasis instead of centuries. In your short visit here, I can see you've learned much. That's a rare gift in these turbulent times. I believe there are a few tree minders who wish to speak to you before you depart. I think you'll find their appreciation quite rewarding. Good luck in all your journeys, my friend. I hope your time here has opened your heart as well as it opened your eyes.
and we should level up. So I'll just fire some stuff into here.
So, it looks like you decided to do things their way, huh? How come? So, they really need me that badly, huh? Yeah, I guess I never thought of it that way. Awfully selfish of me. Should we give them another chance? Herbert. Fine, fine. I mean Bob. I still think it's funny when I call him Herbert. Okay, let me talk real careful for the slow folks.
Cheeky bastard.
I was once a man, a long time ago, named Harold. Something in me changed and a weird little tree started growing right out of my head. It kept getting bigger until I ended up stuck inside. When people would ask about it, I decided to name it Bob. You know, like a friend or something. Sometimes I call him Herbert instead of Bob because I get bored and I think it's funny. So, long story short, call me Harold.
Right, okay.
Okay, wave bye-bye, Bob. Oh, come on. Move
Typo.
a branch at
Oh,
least.
come one.
Oh, wait.
Right, now we're going to go pick up some other stuff other than the experience and stuff, all the experience we've built. So we get to go speak to
Welcome you
London,
always with outstretched arms.
Branch Tender London, wherever books he is.
Hello
There
again.
he is.
Ah, it's nice to have the pleasure of your company again. I've never known someone to show as much caring as you did towards us. It seems to be rare to run into anyone like that anymore. That's partly why I never returned to my former life after I found myself in this place. Allow me to present a piece of my past to you, friend. Perhaps it will serve you better than it served me.
Oh, he's an outcast?
May the
Right, and let's just check that out. It's a better nick than ours anyway. Got him in the buff.
Ah, outsider. Back again, I see.
Hello. I'm very happy to see you again, savior of Oasis. I somehow knew you'd be the one to make the changes that Leaf Mother Laurel desired. I helped to create the hoods that you see all tree minders wear. It's said that the cloth has a part of the Great One's spirit woven into the fibers. I
Alright.
present this to you as thanks. Wear this with pride and bring the message of renewal to all the corners of the wasteland. I picture a place of great sorrow where men are traded for money and treated like Brahmin.
Alright, okay. That's quite scary.
May you remain under the canopy of his protection.
That's insanely accurate. Oh god, that's crazy. Anyway, folks, sneak plus 10, agility plus 1. So that's us for Oasis, guys. We'll do another quest in a wee bit. But anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye bye.